Guess what, guys? It's time for more Megaman. This time on the original PlayStation with this intro sound I just love. I've always loved the original PlayStation startup. It always sends chills up my spine. And the PlayStation Capcom logo is pretty cool too. Anyways, this is the PlayStation. That means we have more anime cutscenes. That song. Anyway, yeah, welcome to Mega Man 8. Now before we start off, I'm actually going to go into the options menu and switch around a certain button configuration. I'll get into why I'm doing this momentarily because more cutscenes.
Run away, coward. You'll pay for this insult. I'll be back.
Dr. Light, what is the problem?
A strange meteor has fallen to Earth just a while ago. This meteor seems to be emitting a powerful energy signature. Something this powerful must not fall into the hands of evil.
I understand, Dr. Light. I'm on it.
Thank you, Mega Man. If you can, please bring the meteor back.
Okay.
You guys have no idea how hard it was not to laugh through that. Anyway, time for the gameplay, and my god, I still think this game looks beautiful. Also, in the background, you can actually see the Mecha Dragon from Dr. Wily's first stage in Mega Man 2. 3 questions, though. 1, why is it here? 2, why is it deteriorating? And 3, why does it have bones? I can understand some sort of metal skeleton, but not actual bones. Anyway, the game pretty much controls exactly like Mega Man 7 and X's 1 through 3, aside from the dash not being there. Anyway, hi dog. Dr. Light's in that ball, but it flickers, so it's kind of hard to notice a couple instances aside. Mega Man, can you hear me? I've searched the island, but can't find it on any map. It's a creepy island. Be careful, Mega Man. Your new weapon is ready. Take it with you. It's called the Mega Ball. You can kick it at attack the enemies. It's a powerful weapon. And it is, but not for the reasons you might think. Thank you, Dr. Light. Now, what I did earlier was actually switch it so that when I have a special weapon out, I can actually still use the Mega Buster on the normal button. So now special weapons are mapped to the triangle button. Anyway, with the, as I showed off back there a second ago, if you time it right with the Mega Ball, you can actually do a double jump, which I didn't know in my first playthrough. It makes the game much, much easier. Anyway, new to Mega Man 8 as well, Mega Man can swim. To do that, you just smash the jump button. You're always propelled in the direction Mega Man's facing, but you're also always going up. It's kind of necessary to know this. Why he can't do this in any of the games after this, I don't know. And that includes Mega Man and Base, mind you. Anyway, right here is a bolt. Similar to Mega Man and Base 9 and 10, and certain fan games, bolts are your currency. However, they're not dropped by enemies, as you can clearly see. Another one right there, by the way. Their bolts, instead, are in limited quantity. There's 40 total in the game, and they're hidden all over the place. I don't know where they all are, and I'm not going to get them all. I'm only going to get the ones I know are there and are quick to get for the power-ups that I'm going to need later on. But I got a good head start, because there's 3 alone in that little hallway. And this actually takes us right towards where the boss is. We skipped about a third of the level in doing that, I believe. Though I'm not sure if it's faster. Also, fun little fact about the soundtrack. Well, not really fun little fact. Mega Man 8's soundtrack, while I really like this intro stage theme, it's not a soundtrack I remember often, but I really do like it all the same. Anyway, time for the intro boss. He's weak against the Mega Ball. And what is he? Well, he's just a giant enemy crab that we have to strike the weak point of for massive damage. Just kick the Mega Ball at his face, and he reveals his weak spot. After that, it just takes 5 Mega Balls to kill. You can usually only get 3, but I think if you're fast enough, you can get all 5 in. It's also a pretty picky hitbox. He'll jump all over the place, and I think he has a projectile attack. I'm not entirely sure about that, though. Very easy overall, though. Oh, gee, I wonder who this is. Oh, big surprise. Dr. Wily, why are you here?
Mega Man, so you've come. How did you find my secret base? I'm impressed. But you're too late. I've just found something that's more powerful than this base.
In case you're wondering, that Dr. Wily voice is what I base mine off of. Wait, Wily! I've got to go after him. What's this? A robot? It's still alive. I must help it. Mega Man, can you hear me? Is anything going on? Yes, Doctor. I found a robot. What? Okay, I understand. I'll go there and pick it up. You go after Wily. As you might have noticed at this point, this is the first Mega Man game not only to have a save feature, but to have a lot of load times. They'll all be edited out past part 1, though. Anyway, rather abruptly, we got our first 4 Robot Masters, so let's pick the creepy one first.
I'm Clownman.
Clowns. They all float. Anyway, let me get his Mega Man and Base bio up. Clownman. Clownman can shoot electric bolts from his long arms. He's very good with the flying trapeze. Good point, he's a good sportsman. Bad point, he has extreme emotions.
Why so serious, Mega Man?
He likes giant swings and dislikes everything. He is the Joker. Sweet. Anyway, in this area right here, you can actually see a couple little Easter eggs. You can see little Iceman dolls. And moving around on the floor, you can actually see the Stegosaurus robots from Slash Man Stage in 7, and the giant Gutsman Mach 2 from Mega Man 7 as well. These trains here, obviously you can ride on top of them. However, they can also hurt you if you're touching the wrong spot, so watch out for that. However, as a double-edged sword, they can also hit enemies. And each other, as we'll find out later on. These things would also later reappear in Magic Man Stage in Mega Man 8, Mega Man and Base, rather. But, we'll get to that when I end up getting to that game. I'm not looking forward to that. Be careful of these little blimps here. Because those little soldier guys they drop out, they can cling on to you, and they can drain your health pretty quickly if you're not watching out. And, oh, damn, that train went on a killing spree. Almost like Zero in Mega Man X... no, 4. Anyway, this is a bit of an odd gimmick. There's a guy in the background that'll hit a bell, and when he hits the bell, the platform that you're on will have a certain effect. If you're on a circle platform when this bell is hit, nothing will happen. When you're on an X, normally you'll just get damaged. Though I think in certain cases it might be instant kill. Ooh, extra life, sweet. There's more platforms we'll get to, but those will be later on in the stage. Anyway, time for a mini-boss, something that this game actually rather loves in the first half. This guy's also Mega Man based, but he's weak against the Mega Ball. He'll normally just jump around, and every now and then he'll fire out 2 little mini versions of himself, which the Mega Ball will mow down in one shot. In fact, it won't even get stopped by them. He's rather easy. If you're just using the Mega Buster, though, he'll take some time to kill. Not too hard, though. Not the hardest Mega Man mini-boss. Has there ever been a hard mini-boss in a Mega Man game? I don't know. Anyway, we just got an item there, which is, I think, just called Rush Mystery. The way you use that is you go into the pause menu, and you go into the item subscreen of it, and then you just highlight it and unpause. Rush Mystery has multiple different effects. I'm not sure what they all are, I just get this one. However, he can also, I know for a fact, drop the Saichi, that little red circle thing from Mega Man 1's final stage that restored your weapons and energy. And it does the same effect here, too, so that's pretty cool. Also, as you may have noticed, it loaded a continue point right there after being the mini-boss. Mega Man 8 is known for being one of the easiest games in the series, and that's one of the reasons why. What it essentially is a checkpoint, even for game overs. And once you reach it, your life and weapon energy are fully restored as well, so it's kind of hard to lose permanently in this game. Also, I should bring up, those little red things right there, they all just drop random items. For some reason I got lucky here and I got 2 extra lives, but yeah. There is a couple of bolts in this section, but I can't get them yet. In fact, I will say, some of the bolts take a while to get, mostly because some of them actually require the weapon the boss gives you, which I find kind of stupid. But this isn't a 100% bolts one, as I've already said, so, oh well. Oh, by the way, the charge shot's really good in this game. It's not as good as, say, Mega Man 4 or 5, but still, it's good enough. Also, we get Sniper Joe here looking pretty good, because in Mega Man 7, he looked really elongated for some reason. We won't even get started on Mega Man 3. Anyway, it's in here we get the next couple of platforms over here. We were actually in a section of this earlier on that had one of these, but I was already speaking about something else. We get the question mark platforms, which sends you to a set other one. And we also get the skull platforms. The skull platforms are not instant death in most cases. What they do is that you just fall through them. They're only instant death if there were spikes beneath them like there were earlier on. If I recall correctly, speedrunners make this place look really easy. But actually, I will say overall, Clownman stage is the easiest stage to start with. Actually, now that I brought up speedrunners, I need to go and Speed Demo's archive. Yep, I'm bringing that back ever since the DuckTales 2, I think, was the last time I brought that up. Let's see what the Mega Man 8 record is. By the way, the platform above me to the right is probably the most evil thing ever if you're not well-timed. Anyway, time for the boss corridor, which is actually pretty dynamic.
Yo, Geeky!
Alrighty then. Clownman here is a very simple boss. He only has a total of maybe 4 moves. First off, you'd swing around that little thing in the middle there 1 to 3 times, depending on how he feels. You can also dash across the room in order to get to the wall to do so. He also has this Thunder Cannonball, I think it is, where he just bounces around the room in a somewhat set pattern. And then he has Thunderclaw, where he tries to bad touch you from beneath. If you get hit by the swing, you're actually sent into the wall. He doesn't hurt you outright unless you get hit by him directly by touching him. That could have been worded so much better, but oh well. He's a pretty easy boss. I used to take out the next guy, the guy we're going to be going after next first, but this guy is just easier overall. For future reference, this guy is weak to Tengu Man's weapon.
See you in my dreams.
That's creepy. But yeah, Clownman, pretty easy boss and stage. But for beating him, we get a rather unique weapon. We get his Thunderclaw technique, which doesn't sound that good, but what it does, it sends a beam of lightning forward, and it not only does it outright damage enemies, but you can also use it to swing on certain elements in the background, a few of which were actually in Clownman's stage. Now, before I end it off, I also want to mention that the Japanese version actually has a different intro song, which I'm actually going to show you after the ending here. And with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 2, we'll be heading after this guy here. See you guys then, and enjoy the Japanese intro.